I'm Charles. I'm a personal stylist and brand consultant, and I'm from North Philadelphia. So one of the reasons I started my brand is because I feel like being a young African-American man in North Philly, people who are not necessarily even black, but people who are just underrepresented you don't see them. You're just only starting to recently see Muslim women gain sponsorships in actually modeling agencies. You see the hijab that Nike made, which is like a great step forward, but you don't really see regular people. You don't really see the average Joe in modeling or the average just regular black guy. It doesn't have to just be all about clothing. It is also about social awareness and being conscious of what's going on in the community. And that actually deals with the other side of our brand. I deal with the more dapper side of things. When I was growing up, he was just very well dressed and very well spoken, and he got a lot of respect. And I wanted to emulate that. As a kid, I was privy to race relations. So I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, at work, do you feel like you have to try harder because you're black? And he was like, no. And I was like, really? Why? And he straight said, and I was like, because I talk heavy. You understand what I mean. That was just something that it just shook me kind of to the core, because I was like, damn, as a little boy, blessed enough to be in North Philly and actually have my dad, the few people just in my neighborhood that had their father around. For him to tell me the way that you talk can really challenge the way that you're perceived, and the way you're from North Philly. People can look at you just as you're any kid from North Philly, but I knew you to be a special kid. And I was like, okay, that makes me want to try harder and care more about the way that I see myself. He and my grandma, obviously every young black kid knows when Easter, that's just a time. You get super swag, you get a new sweatsuit, you get a new church outfit, new shoes, maybe a new pair of J's. But for me, my dad would always talk to me about getting timeless pieces. And also it was kind of a stifling environment, because I feel you had to dress within certain parameters, talk within certain parameters. If you wear a suit like me, you wear a suit damn near every day. Some people wear it because they have to every day. Some people wear it to take it right off. But regardless, you want something that's gonna look nice and, like I said before, timeless. I work with a company right now in New York called Book a Tailor, and I'm able to bring people to bespoke tailoring, which is different from made to measure, because it's a completely unique process that builds the suit completely from the ground up. And then from there, with all of your body measurements, with your posture taken into account, we build the suit and construct it from a canvas. We can make a tuxedo jacket on some Great Gatsby, or we can make a traditional Tom Ford looking wide lapel. It just depends on what you're thinking about doing at the moment, but I have some fabrics to show. So these are some of my favorite fabrics. I picked these to show today because these are perfect for the summer. They're all pretty lightweight, all durable, 3-season, very unique colors. And then with these right here, we have a little bit more of the funky stuff for the people who like to have fun, people like me. I'm more used to wearing suits. Usually you suggest a blue or a gray suit to people who don't have any suits. Unless it's for an occasion like a wedding. With these, this is more for the established guy. This is for the guy who really wants the flair. Certain celebrities do things like the draft. There are things like proms, weddings. People want to stand out. This is perfect for, I would say, the reception, or the best man who doesn't want to stand out too much from the groom. He wants to be there to support, but he can't outshine the guy. So this is a brown made-to-measure suit that I got while working in my suit. I actually got this turtleneck from Uniqlo. I almost forgot. I got this piece right here from Mineralistic. This is actually African Unakite, I believe, stone that I have in. This pocket square is a Brooks Brothers Tattersall neckerchief. And my shoes are actually my favorite part of it. These are some cheetah print loafers that I got from Doc Martens. They were only $149. This is something I would wear out to the park. I would wear this out walking my dog. I would wear this out if I'm going downtown shopping. It shows off the tattoos. It shows off the joggers that, to me, since I'm into suiting, remind me of knickers. They're made by Published Brand Co. And this shirt, I believe, is made by EPTM. So one of the last things that I want to touch on is that I feel like when you buy, you should really buy for quality. Buy for longevity. I'm more about nice stuff that I can wear anywhere, stuff that will match with a suit or a pair of jeans. I mean, those are the brands that I respect that can blur that line.